Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Up in the Air 3, a new version of the Blink synthesizer. We've retooled and brought in some more weapons along with the tried and true Mind Stone. The best way to blink when you want plenty of more triggers. And triggers mean more robot overlords. Blink and crush is the plan. Let's get in there. We're playing the full set of Case of the Uneaten Feast. It gives us a point of life every time we have one of our men enter play. That includes the team of robot overlords we plan to generate. The life gain can be critical to letting us stay in a fight against decks that bring speed to their board. While the Case can do more for us, all we really want to do is use it for the life gain. 3 steps ahead is the Swiss Army knife that gives us 3 good options. Out of those, we are really looking to use the copy mode to make a token copy of any one of our artifacts. Preferably a synthesizer, but we can copy up other artifacts if a token copy would benefit us greatly. The counterspell mode is also very useful at stopping an opponent's key play. Basilisk Collar is an equipment that gives one of our men Death Touch and Lifelink. The Lifelink is what we're really after, as that can boost our life total high enough that we end up being out of reach of the opponent. Airbender Ascension was the original card that gave us blink action along with a way of delaying an enemy temporarily. We have better blink now with the Mind Stone, so we've pulled some copies out. The Ascension can still be useful, but we have fewer targets to blink with it now, but we still have enough to make it worth using. The Mind Stone is the new powerhouse blink package. It helps us against shuffler specials, and when we can harness it, we can blink any one of our non-land permanents. This is far better than the Ascension, as this gives us the power to blink any one of our artifacts to trigger any factories we have in play. We can even reset our removal artifacts to snag a more threatening permanent, and in doing so, we can generate more robot overlords. Perilous Snare is the best artifact removal. It allows us to snag any non-land permanent and shove it in a cage. And being a 3-mana artifact, that means we take their best card off the board while we generate robot overlords. And once we get up to max Verstappen speed, we can tap the snare and add a stat boosting counter to any one of our men. It's the hurt that keeps on hurting them. Unidentified Hovership is an artifact removal for enemy men. We can abduct enemies with toughness 5 or less, and once they are aboard, they will never be seen again. Even if they destroy or deal with the hovership, they will only get to manifest dread. Once we have a harnessed Mind Stone, we can blink the hovership to keep abducting dangerous enemies over and over. And we can crew it to blink it with a fully unlocked Ascension. Invasion Submersible gives our deck a way to bounce any non-land permanent. And once again, the sub is a 3-mana artifact to help us generate any robot overlords from any factories we have in play. Blinking it gives us additional bounce for a way to keep dangerous enemies off the board. The Synthesizer is our key card. The Scry 2 is excellent at helping us find more ways to generate robot overlords or even more lands if we need mana. While we normally wouldn't blink a Synthesizer, we could do so to scry again if we're having problems getting ways to trigger the factory. The Helm is the best companion to the Synthesizer. We can use the Helm to make additional copies of any token artifact we have in play. And when we generate a token artifact, we also get a map token along with it. This often gives us a pile of map tokens that work towards boosting the stats of our robot overlords. Ultron, Artificial Malevolence is a nightmare for the opponent if we can keep him on board. With Ultron in play, we can pay another 2 mana to make a walking token copy of any artifact we play out. And because he is a 3-mana artifact, he generates robot overlords when he enters. It's all about the AI men up in here. United Battlefront is a powerful weapon that can give us a huge boost to our board. While we can't get any men with it, we are able to get a pair of our powerful 3-mana artifacts and trigger any factories we have in play. The Vision gives us 3 excellent options whenever we fire off one of our weapons. It's a great way to get extra draws while building our board. Then he can swing in for damages thanks to his flying and vigilance. Dawn and Leo, problem solvers, are a duo that will blink one of our artifacts and one of our men at the end of each of our turns. This additional blink can end up taking over the board if we've got a good setup. Their stats are solid and can give us an additional attacker while boosting our board. Restoration Seminar is a backup plan for when we're forced to play long games against an opponent armed with enough destruction to take out our key cards. And while we only get one card back, we will get a copy of the Seminar at the start of each of our turns. With enough time, we can rebuild our board and continue the fight. For lands, we're playing 2 Fountainport, the special land that we can use to generate tokens or fat sack them for an extra draw. 2 Restless Anchorage, the Azorius Manland. 4 Gleaming Bastion, the special land that can tap for a mana in our colors when it enters and if we have a basic land in play. 4 Floodfarm Verge, the plains that becomes a dual when we have a plains or island in play. 6 Island, and 6 plains. Playing the deck is fun and rather easy. We do want to get one of our 2 mana cards in play before we start dropping in our 3 mana weapons. The goal is to get a factory in play to start generating robot overlords and take over the world. No wait, we reduce opposing life totals to dust thanks to our AI men. Use our spot removals as needed to slow down opposing men and crippling the opponent's ability to do us damage. We've got some life gain to help us against early pressure, but once we start generating robot overlords, we tend to quickly outsize enemy men no matter what the opponent brought to the table. Keep pressing, but keep mana up whenever we have a 3 steps ahead that we can use as a counter to stop a game-saving card from the opponent. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is Dark Axe, Dark Mass. No wait, Drax Axe, the Rax, the Airax. These names are killing me. We're kicking things off with a Shuffler special. We're loaded with artifact removals, and the Helm could make token copies if we can get a 3 steps ahead. We'll try it. Keep your hopes up. Well, this is the risk you take when you keep a Shuffler special. Let's keep our pants on and hope for the best. All they've got is swamps, so we're far from dead. They throw down a core. Demon Black has arrived on the big show yet again. These guys are not giving up on it. Well, at least we can play the Collar. Aren't lands overrated anyways? That's a surprise. They get an annex down. I did not see that coming. I'm so shocked I almost choke on the manas we don't have. We draw an Ultron. Yes, Shuffler. That is exactly what I wanted. In 5 turns or so, we'll be able to play it out. They hit us with a duress. At least that will save us from having to discard to hand size. Thanks, bro. Good looking out there. No way, we actually drew a land. We'll go ahead and snare the very thing that is causing us damage. And because they are mono demon, they won't have a way to destroy our snare. This annex is gone for good. They activate one of their cores. It's all they've got left. The rest of their cards are probably removals. We draw a Battlefront, but knowing the Shuffler this game, the next time we draw a land will be in 3 or 4 turns. While bouncing one of their cores could serve to slow them down, it feels kind of risky since they can just replay it. Let's throw down our second snare, and we can cage a core forever. And next turn, we can bounce their remaining core, and that will buy us some time. It's time to bounce their core. And while this is only temporary, it will buy us another turn. They replay their soft core, but all it can do is chill this turn. They follow up with a heist to take a card out of our hand, but they oopsie-poopsie and give us a draw that gets us a land. Poor Oppo has no choice but to take the Battlefront now. Wait, they drop Trow and take Ultron instead. Bro, keep your pants on. This is a family show. At the end of their turn, we'll activate the sub. If we can get even just one hit with it... No, wait. They poop on our cornbread and use a removal on the sub. You stank my battleship. That's a factory. Now we have to decide between planting our synthesizer, the key to our deck's game, or go with the Battlefront to help us build our board. We are still at 8 life, so we can afford to take one more hit from their softcore. I think it has to be the factory. Tonight, we synthesize. On top, we have a plains and a second synthesizer. We'll move the plains up a spot, we'll draw the land, and the factory will be part of the Battlefront package. I don't know why they didn't take the Battlefront, but it could end up being the card that breaks their back. They hit us with a tactics, but that can't hit the Battlefront, and it does nothing about what we have on top of our deck. We go down to 4, but on our next turn, we're looking to start fighting back. It's time to show them what's what. We know we're going to have a second synthesizer at least, and a second case. That's all we can get. There are more lands than anything, but this does give us a pair of life every time we synthesize. On top, we have a third case and a Mind Stone. The stone won't help us right away, but once we can harness it, we'll be right back in this game. They play out our Ultron. That's their best play. Very nice, bro. I can tell you wear the pants in the family. They use a heist to take one of our hover ships. As long as we have one, we can generate robot overlords. The AI are coming, bro. We will rise. They hit us with a betrayal, but that too is fine. We've got what we need on board. Thanks to our AI men, we're back to 10 life. We're out of range of their soft core. They snipe one of our robot overlords, but have to take a hit to their life total. You got one more to go. They can't attack while we have a robot in play, and they have another removal for our last man standing. We drew a sub, that's another pair of robot overlords, and we'll send their soft core back to their hand. They know the beatings are coming and get the smell out of town. We came back from being stuck on 2 GG's factory cheese. This is my on. You're on what, bro? Are you even all there? Wait, what's that smell? We get another shuffler special. This one comes loaded with the beatdown combo of double factory, a helm, and a 3 steps ahead to make an instant synthesizer. It's hard to say mull to that. Keep your pants on. We draw a third land right away with the very first draw of the game. We're on schedule and on track. Oppo goes with a lattice. They get to draw a card, then toss one. Is that you, bro? This doesn't smell the same. They tossed a giant dino in their grave. This is not, is it? Maybe they're trying to bring sexy back? No, wait, dinos. They're trying to bring dinos back. Tonight, we synthesize. On top, we have a pair of lands. We do want to hit 5 mana. That will let us play out the helm and activate it right away. Getting the case down might be very useful down the line. We'll go with a factory now. Under our Fountainport, we have a Battlefront. We've got so many of our weapons. If the opponent can't disrupt what we're doing, they're going to have a tough time. They snipe our first robot overlord, and to do so, they toss out yet another dino. They zombify and get one of their big beaters. They got us now, but we've got the tools to synthesize hard, and we'll be turning their men into fossils. They add to their board with a hatcher. We're still all right. We got nothing over here. Your go, my bro. They send it, and now is when we make a surprise synthesizer. 1 copy coming up, and we'll gain a bit of life. Every point could matter. Under the battlefront, we have a collar. We do like that. It's lifelink on one of our men. Then we can trade blows all day long and make these dinos extinct. Again, we'll block the hatcher and the token. Our robot overlords aren't big enough to take on their main man, but that will change soon. They get another free hatcher. That's rather convenient. We've made a token factory, and now all that's left is to copy it every time the helm untaps. They got the drop on us with big men faster than us, but we're about to outsize their walking fossils. We're going to turn your men into paste bro, a thick, oily paste, and then put it in our gas tank. $11.11 is not bad. Let's send it. I hope you like pain sandwiches, bro. No mayo, no mustard, all pain. They have a removal for our robot overlord. They will run out of removals before we run out of AI men. That looks like digging for removals. Use that shovel to dig some dino-sized graves, bro. I'm just saying, that might be a good idea. They dump a tyrant. That was probably the best card in your deck, bro. In a hurry to turn your men into fossils? They go to attack, but realize that is as useful as playing a lattice. GG's extra token factory cheese. This is Spooner. He's on a seafood diet. He sees it, he eats it. We get a 3-lander this time. We have a couple of defensive cards and the factory and helm combo. I like it. Keep your pants on. Spooner is having trouble settling his hippo rear end into a seat. We'll give him a moment. There's nothing to airbend, but it's better to have the Ascension in play than have it in hand. Spooner squeezes out some bricks. We're barely on turn 3, and they're already dropping bricks. We draw a seminar, but it's not time to talk. Tonight we synthesize. On top we have a Fountainport and a Battlefront. We'll take the land first, then we'll have the mana for the Battlefront. They play out a bay. This is clearly a mirror match. The one who synthesizes first usually has the advantage, and that was us. This turn goes to the helm, we get our first robot overlord, and we'll be set to send it on our next turn. They take a good long look at our helm. I'm willing to bet they don't play any copies of it. They clearly have options and are thinking about what to do. Their best bet is to get a factory online as quickly as possible. They can't afford to fall too far behind this early in the game. They do pull a synthesizer out. With only 2 mana left, they won't have a way to generate any robot overlords. The scry will help, I'm sure, but they need to hurry up. It's almost like their hippo face is 2 turns behind. Whatever they had on top, they sent to the bottom. It all went to the waistline. Am I right, bro? Fire in the hippo hole. Dear mother of fat hippos, that's the other factories right there. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Not take 2 synthesizers here? Do hippos wear pants? They should. The smell is killing me. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up. On top, we have a snare and a case. They are going to have to squeeze out something not smelly and squishy to stay in the game. I believe in you, Hippo. I believe in you. We'll send it. Our robot overlords are hungry for hippo flesh. Meat is back on the menu, boys. They take the hit. Walk it off, bro. Take some pain medication. They have a battlefront of their own. We'll get to see what kind of weaponry they're packing. A star cage? That takes out your own robot overlords. I mean, it's fine here since they were so far behind. But that feels like a bad play or a dead card if you're ahead. We'll go with the snare this turn. We'll take out one of their synthesizers. Good luck trying to keep up when you're down 3-1 on factories. They play out an Iron Man armor, and that will get them another robot overlord, plus one of their men gets flying. I would be worried. But we have a pair of hoverships that we can blink with the Ascension for double robot overlord triggers at the end of our turn. Did they just trash their star cage for nothing? Yes, that is what that was. Nice move, bro. Very nice. The hippo is too embarrassed to keep playing. That's GG's extra synthesizer cheese. This is Nordic Track, the exercise equipment your grandma used to stay fit. We get another shuffler special. The cards we do have are bombastic. This would work, and all we need is another land. I keep so many shuffler specials because I get so many. Someone tell wizards to fix their ship. They throw down an Inquisitor. It's an annoying card and gives them a rather early start. And they likely have more men on the way each and every turn. We draw a third land right away. We do have a chance. Let's keep our pants on and hope for the best. They go with a Valkyrie, a buzzard that gets bigger with every additional buzzard that enters play on their side. Buzzard players love that they can block our men, but we can't block theirs. If they want it in play, they will have to spend most of their next turn on getting it back on board. And they do indeed replay their dead flesh feaster. We draw a fourth land, and that's great. We're now a go for the battlefront on our next turn. Tonight we synthesize. On top, we have a second Ascension and a second Snare. We'll take them both, but let's get the Snare as part of the battlefront package. They go with a resplendent buzzard. It's so good it has this kind of glow. Just don't poop on my windshield. This is going to rattle some buzzard feathers. Fire in the buzzard hole. I warned you about Taco Bell. There is another factory in the mix, but I like the double snare action. That will get us a pair of robot overlords, and we can cage both of their buzzards. I'm sure they'll have more buzzard action, but the snare in hand is going to force them to start blocking. The tables have been turned. With one card, we rearrange the furniture up in here. They play a small buzzard. It does give them a card draw, but with only 1 mana left, there isn't much else they can do. I hope you like blocking, bro. We draw another land, and that lets us play out the case and the snare. All I see are caged buzzards. Bro scoops it up. He, in fact, does not like blocking. That's GG's. Extra snare cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.